I almost never pick the water starter while Nuzlocking, unless I'm rolling a die, or doing the trainer card pick, or they're just objectively the best like Swampert or Greninja.
I know when I'm being patronized, and I don't care for the suggestion that you're stronger than me.
Yeah, I wasn't really suggesting.
What? The main reason for this is because besides normal types, water is the most abundant typing you're going to have access to in your Nuzlocke. Whether it's surfing, or fishing, or sometimes just even walking around, you're probably going to have a box full of potential water types. So surely you'll never have a run go so poorly that you run out of them, right? Right? I consider myself pretty good at Nuzlocks. I've played multiple runs under a variety of different rule sets throughout the years. 2018 marked the start of my 4th year doing Nuzlocks. At this point I had a bunch of completed Nuzlocks under my belt. 3 runs in a game from each gen released up to that point, with a different starter each time and new rules added on each year. The first year's runs had your standard Nuzlocke rules with the dupes and shiny claws added on, plus I couldn't level past the next boss's ace. Year 2 I played with the same rules, only with the battle style on set, and the 3rd year had a limitation on the number of healing items I could use, and I could only bring the same number of Pokemon that the gym leader had. Yeah, playing with no items is fine and everything, but if the gym leader can pop 2 potions, then so can I.
It's against the law.
I am above the law!
I wanted to try something fun for the next year's rule. The aspect of Nuzlocking that I enjoy the most is using a Pokemon that I've never used before. So I was going to start banning some Pokemon this time around. But I wasn't just going to ban the strongest Pokemon like Garchomp or Alakazam.
You know what? You're banned! Get away from my—
Run.
You're banned! You're banned! You're banned!
Nope, I added the rule that if any team member from my previous 3 years worth of runs were still alive, they're banned. That means no Solrock, no Golduck, no Heracross, no Staraptor, and so on. If I had a surviving team member from that species chilling in Pokemon Bank, they were off limits. Yeah, that's right, I play Nuzlocke exclusively on cartridge. You kids today have it so easy with your hacked rare candies and your speed up buttons and your save editor. If I want to train a new team member, I gotta throw on some music, head to the strongest trainer I can find, and re-battle that poor soul until he has to start taking loans to pay me prize money.
Lose!
Wanna battle?
No.
Why?
Because I'm all out of money!
Once I completed a run during this time, all of the surviving team members were added to the ban list. So once I beat Fire Red with Gertrude the Golem still alive, the Geodude line was banned for the rest of the runs. Which in theory sounds great, until you realize that you have no answers for Falkner or Bugsy in your Johto run because you didn't encounter a Mareep or any other rock type. The old reliable team members like Crobat and Tentacruel weren't going to be there to bail me out. Plus some routes would be considered dead before the game even started. Take Kanto for example. Pidgeot, Raticate, Primeape, and Fearow were all on the list. So right off the bat, Route 1 and 22 were dead routes. Oh, and did I mention that I banned all the starters too, even if they didn't survive their respective runs? After getting my first encounter, I released whatever starter I picked, and what was left was my starter. Do you know how hard it is to beat Brock with only a Butterfree and a Beedrill? It's not, because Butterfree's a god, but I wasn't happy about using another Butterfree, even if it was just for one gym. You're not Freebie! You'll never be Freebie! By the time I got to Platinum, this is what the ban list looked like for the run.
Where the is everyone?
I didn't realize just how restricted some of my options were becoming. I couldn't use any of these water types.
But Jonscreen,
I hear that one guy say.
what are you complaining about? You still had access to all these water types.
And you're right, I was able to catch quite a few of those. However, let's run through what happened to all these great water encounters. You're probably wondering why Mantyke's up there. Well, that's because you can't catch Mantine in the wild in Platinum, and you need a Remoraid to evolve it, but oh wait, that was on the list. My actual starter was Billy Bob the Bidoof, who was doing great. He made it all the way to level 22 before getting shit on by Jupiter Skunktank. I hear you talking shit.
Jonscreen, if you're so good at Nuzlocking, how'd you lose a Gyarados, you fucking casual?
And to that I'd say, I forgot Maylene's Machoke had Rock Tomb. So yeah, you're right, I might be dog shit. Would you believe I lost both a Shellos and Gastrodon? Because I did. Shellos to Jupiter and Gastrodon to this fucking dickhead. Alright, I'm gonna be real with you. I sacked my Sea King, and I don't even remember to what. I mean, seriously, I have notes for all of my previous runs, but for this one, I just wrote sacked. So yeah, that one's on me. Never even caught one. I had a Skorupi as my Great Martian counter and Croagunk for Route 212. Yeah, I didn't get this one either. Again, see the Route 212 encounter, I caught an Aberon Route 215, and Pichu in the Trophy Garden. So, I did catch this guy, and he didn't die, but I mean, come on.
Know your fucking place, trash.
I turned my Eevee into a Leafeon. I'm not sorry.
In terms of male human and female Pokemon,
So by now, some of you may have forgotten what the title of this video is. So allow me to remind you by introducing the one water type that was there for me when I needed her most. Everyone meet Debbie. And let me tell you something about Lumineon. Almost everyone forgets it exists. But seriously, I'm telling the truth when I say that this was the last water type I had access to in the game. Besides man-type.
Trash.
I had 3 gym badges, plus the entire Pokemon League to get through with one water type. If she died, I'm basically fucked for the rest of the game. First up was Byron. You'd think Debbie wouldn't see a lot of play in a Steel-type gym, but 2 of his Pokemon are also weak to water, so Debbie gets her first dub in the run.
Too easy.
Next, Team Galactic was fucking around at the lake, so we had to go single-handedly take care of it because everyone else is fucking useless.
I'm doing the best I can!
You know what's neat? Debbie can learn Air Cutter. Hey Saturn, you ever play Guilty Gear? Hey Mars, you know what Pokemon has shitty special defense?
Boy, here it comes. Here it comes.
Oh no!
After that, we made our way up to Snow Point City. Quick look at the team tells me that we didn't have the best matchups for the 7th gym leader. What was her name? I don't know, I can't think of it. If you know, put it in the comments. On the plus side, Debbie can learn coverage moves for each of her Pokemon. Lumineon is basically Batman with prep time. After that, we dunked on Team Galactic again and beat the shit out of the devil. No! Next was the Electric Gym.
That is not my job.
All that was left was the Pokemon League. Now, if Debbie had Swift Swim, the strategy would be a simple Rain Dance sweep. But she had Storm Drain, which is cool and all, but there's not a lot of water going around in the Sinnoh Elite Four. So instead, I decided to go with one of the time-honored Nuzlocke traditions. I taught her Toxic and Double Team.
You can't hit what you can't see, Rudolph, you red-nosed piece of shit.
Don't you fucking judge me. If Wallace can do it, so can I. Let this be a lesson to any of you new Nuzlockers out there. If there's a Pokemon you want to work in one of your runs, almost every Pokemon can learn Toxic and Double Team. Other than that, she had Surf and Blizzard. Now, I know I said in the past that you should always go with the higher accuracy moves, but 120 base power is worth the risk, especially with Cynthia's perfect IV spread Garchomp.
I am perfection!
Thanks to the cheese of our Double Team strat, Debbie was able to run through the first 3 members. Lucian required a more destructive touch. Fun fact, Lucian is my least favorite Elite Four member in the entire series, because he fucking killed my Scizor in my first ever Platinum run.
I'll never forgive
You, Lucian.
With those 4 down, there was only one challenge left. The universally agreed upon hardest champion in the series. Now, we had a decent chance for the whole team to survive.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
But that didn't mean my dumbass didn't make some mistakes.
No! No! No!
Yeah, both of those deaths were, let's say, completely avoidable. But sometimes, when you're hyper-focused on preserving one team member, you forget to consider the other's capabilities.
I am Confucian.
After getting rid of all the threats to Debbie, I could finally send her in and start setting up. Now I have a math question for you. What are the chances of a move with 100% accuracy hitting a target who has +6 evasion? 33%. Branching off of that, what are the odds of a 33% accurate move hitting twice in a row? 11 fucking %. Who is Cynthia paying off, and does anyone have their number? The only reason Debbie survived was the defense EVs she got on all the encounters in Victory Road. Thankfully, 2 Blizzards was more than enough to put down the Land Shark. After that, the rest of the match was completely dominated by an untouched Debbie. Yeah, that's right, not every Pokemon I talk about in this series dies.
Yeah, I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me.
So what did we learn from all of this? That Lumineon isn't that bad? That getting the right EVs can save your run? That you can run out of water encounters if you're not careful? No, it's that evasion strats are busted.